So when we are having the decimal places like 12 point value 12.22, so how it will consider now? 12.22. Whether our output will be 12 or 11, how it will consider now? It is considering 12 only, right? So in case, if I'm going to enter like 12 over here, I'm just mentioning without the decimal like 12. So now how it will consider now?
11.
12.
11. 11.
It will considering as 12 only. So the purpose of this floor function, it returns the integer value which is equals to the specified number or less than the specified number over here. So I given 12 only. So obviously what happens here? It is not calculating like it is 11 over here. When it is 12, it shows like 12 only. Right. So coming into the next one. So where we mentioned like it is a, we should get the output like 31 over here. So what happens in this case here? Again, anywhere it is related to the decimal places over here. Previously, in our SQL function, when we are having negative value, whatever the negative value, we are getting the same negative value. But whereas in the floor, what happens? Whenever it is 31.1, it shows as 31 only. So you will be having a doubt here, whether you are having a decimal places like 31.7. So how it will consider now?
31.
It is 31 only.
Yep.
It is 31 only, right? When we are having the same, it will give the same output over here. So coming into the next one, we told like it is 18 over here. So again, execute this. It is 18 only. So coming into the next one, it is 1234.47. So obviously our output is 1234 only. Same thing only you will get, right? So in this itself, we are having some negative. So for example, here you are having a negative value like select floor minus 123.45 against floor value 123.45 again floor 123. Same thing, one we are using with the plus, another one we are using with the minus over here. So how it will consider now?
124.
120.
Minus 24.
It is considering as 124 over.
Minus 1 to 3. Minus 1 to 3.
Then it is minus, what happens? It is adding 1.
Increment.
Yeah, least. 124 is least.
Yeah.
Compared to minus 123.
So obviously what happens here, say a floor of 123 over here, same thing 123. Again floor 123, same thing. So when it is minus alone, it is taking the next value, the least value over here. So it is minus 124. Whereas in SQL, it is giving you the same value over here. So previous example, we use the SQL function. Same way we are using with the floor over here. Under this floor, we are using the same, the invoice amount over here. The same thing we are using. So now what happens in this case? We are adding one column over here. We are using two functions here. Now what happens here? So it is 10,022.4. So you can able to see the difference. It is adding 1, but it is showing the same value over here. So again 2000, it is 2000 only. So next it is 2707. So it shows the same value here. It is not doing any round off or anything, right? So you can able to see the difference between the SQL and the floor here. When it is minus in the SQL, it shows the same value. Whereas in the floor, when you're using the minus value, it will adding one value over there. So it shows us minus 124 here, right? So any doubts in this floor function? It is clear, right?
Yep.
It's clear. So we'll go to the next function, like it is a round function over here. So round function, we would have come across this round function over here, right? So round, it is going to round a particular number over here, right? It returns rounded value over here. So this function returns the upper value if specified value is equal to 0.5 or greater than 0.5 over here. It returns the lowest value if specified value is less than 0.5 here, right? So you would have come across this round in real time. Some examples we come across in real time. Okay, normally when we were using this Excel and all, we came across this round function over here. Same thing, but how to use it? So why we are using it? It rounds the value up to the given number of position over here. Second, it is going to check the condition. Third, it is going to round the value to the some specified decimal places. So we are using this round function here. So how we are using the round function here is, so round, so the syntax here, it is round the number and the decimal places over here, right? So when we are using it like round 12.234, so what will be the value here?
12.5.
12.
12.
How is
Rounded.
12.5? It is 12
12.
or how it is?
13.
Yeah, 12
13.
itself.
No,
12
no,
12
why
itself.
13? It is 12. It is after decimal, we didn't have any 5, right? It is less than 5.
Yes. Yeah,
So
12 itself.
obviously, it is only 12. When
Yep.
it's more than 5 only, it will consider one value over
Next.
here. Okay, for the first one, it is only 12 over here. So coming into the next one. So according to the syntax we are having here, it is the number and the decimal places here. So this is the number and this is the decimal places. For the decimal places, you mentioned 2. So what will be the output for us now? It is
12
12
comma 2.
point. This is the
Okay.
number. This is the number. This is the decimal places. So how many decimal places?
12.23.
12.23. The
Okay.
decimal places, it is 2. So
Okay.
obviously what happens? You are getting the output like 12.23. Right. So you understood this. This is the number or a value over here. The decimal places, how many decimal places you want. So you are entering here. In case you are giving the decimal place like 1 to 12.234. Instead of 4, I'm mentioning 8 over here. So now how it will consider? It will give you the same output or one will be added in the before value.
Same output.
Same output.
12.23.
It will show the same output here. So what happens here? It is not the
No.
same output. So why it is showing like 12.24 here? Is that? So here it is more than 5. Obviously, what happens when it is more than 5? It is adding one value into it. So it is 12.24 here. Right? So how it is 12.24? As I told, it is beyond number 5. Greater than 5. So obviously one it is adding here. While executing, what happens? You mentioned the decimal places 2. So obviously it is 12.24. If you are going to mention the decimal places as 3 over here, now what will happen here?
It will show 12.238.
12.23?
8 itself.
8.
8. That is the decimal places. After, you will be having a doubt, right? If you are having a doubt, just observe here. It is after this point, these are the decimal places. After this point, these are decimal places. So according to that, you are mentioning 3. So obviously it is 3. So it is 12.238 over here, right? So coming into the next one. So select
13.
round 12. It is 13 over.
13.
So obviously you will get the output as 13 here. So how 13 is more than 5? So one it is adding here, right? So coming into the next one. So round of 123.567, 2.
123.57.
57. 123.57 here. So less than, it is greater than 5. So one it is adding here. So when we coming to the minus here. So when we're using this minus functionality, what happens here? Round of 123.567, minus 1.
123.
123. It is 120. How it is showing 120 is that? So when it is minus 1, it goes to the that side of the decimal place over here. So this is, for me, it is right. This is right side and this is left side, right? So it goes to the left side over here when it is minus. So when it is minus 1, so it is after the decimal place. This is the first digit, like we'll tell like the ones, tens, hundreds over there, right? So it goes to the first one. So first one, it is less than 5, right? 3 is less than 5. The 3 value is less than 5. Obviously, what happens? 1 will be add. When we are having less than 5 means it will consider as 0 only. Obviously, what happens? You will getting the output like 120 over here, right? So how it is considering here is, so I'll mention here, it is 23.567, right? So when it is minus 1, it goes this side. goes to the left side over here. Left side first digit. When it is less than 5, automatically
If it is 467,
it is 467.
if it is 467 means
Where this side or that side?
this one. Replace 5 with 4.
You want to replace 5 with 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where you are giving -1 over here. So -1, according to the syntax, it is a decimal place over here. -1 is the decimal place. This is your value. So obviously, when it is -1, how it will consider? It goes to the left side only. So it is less than 5. First digit. 1 means the first digit after the decimal place is the first digit. It is less than 5. So obviously, it is giving you the output like it will show you the output. 1 it will show, 2 it will show. So for 3, what happens here? It is less than 5. Obviously, you're getting the output as 120 only. In
What
case
about 126.5?
126
126.
point, yes. If I'm telling 126 over here, it is 126.567, comma -1. So when it is more than 5, when it is more than 5, 1 will be added into the value over here. You will get the output as 30. Right? Is it clear? Have you understood the concept, how this minus is working under the round of here? Any doubts? I hope it is not clear, right? So here you are having the value. You can just observe here. It is 123.467 over here. Okay. So when it is -1, it goes to this side over here, left side. So left side first digit, it is less than 5. Obviously, you're getting the output as 0. It will consider as 0. So whatever we are having the remaining numbers, it will take. So it is 120 over here. When it is 126 over here, so it is 6 is greater than 5. When it is greater than 5, 1 will be added to the before value. So obviously, you're getting the output like 130 here, right? In case, instead of -1, I'm mentioning -2 here. This is the decimal place. So what will be the output for me now? I'm mentioning -2. So in previous also, we are having next example also, we are having the same. So how it
15.
will consider?
15.
50. How 50?
15. 15.
15. It is 15.
13.
Hmm.
13.
Okay, I'll just execute this. How it is showing 100 here. How it shows like 15, how you consider 15 here. As I told, the -2, it goes left side. So when it is 2 means what happens? It's the second digit over here. So obviously what happened? The first digit, it is, we don't know. So it shows obviously it is 0 over here. Again, second digit, it is 2, less than 5. Automatically shows 0 only. So remaining what happened? We are having 1 digit. So we are getting the output, entire output like 100 here. Any doubts here? If you are mentioning 2 means -2, it goes to the left side of the second digit here. It is not calculating the first one and it is going to the second one. Directly it is going to the second digit over here. In case, if I'm going to give the change this output like 3. So this is my value and this is my decimal place. Now how it will consider now?
0.
0. It will consider 0. Can able to see directly. It is showing 0 only. So -3 goes to the last digit over here. So obviously it is less than 5. So it is giving you the output as 0 only. In case if I'm having 8 over here. Instead of 1, I'm having 8. So now what will be the output for us?
900.
900. It is not 900. It is 1000. How it is 1000? If I told no, when it is greater than 5, it will add to the before value. Before we don't any value we don't have. Obviously it is 1 only. So obviously shows as the output as 1000 here. Any doubts in this round of? So when it is minus alone, it will consider this left side. How many digits you are mentioning here? That digit, it goes to that exact that digit. When it is less than 5, it will consider as 0. When it is greater than 5, it will add 1 value to the before value. That's it. So it is clear here. Any doubts in this? Anybody having any doubts here?
A little bit confusing, ma'am.
Little bit confusing. Where you are getting confused here?
Comparing the decimal values.
Decimal
I
values.
mean, 8
Okay.
to 3.
I'll
8 to
just copy.
3.567 minus 3.
Just a second. So where it is confusing, when it is coming to decimal places, you feel confusing here. So it is -2. So -2, how it will consider -2 here? This is the, according to your syntax, this is your number and this is your decimal place. Okay. So when it is 2,
Okay.
when it is number 2, it will show you the output like 126.56. That will be the output. When it is minus, so when it is -2, how it is considering it? Goes to the before decimal value. Who's talking? When it is -2, it goes to the left side over here. Okay, left side means what is the value? -2 means to which value it will go now?
Second, 2.
Second value. This is 2 over here. So 2 is less than 5 or greater than 5?
It will 0. Less than 5. Less than.
Less than 5. So obviously it goes to the second value. First value only. Second value, second value is less than 5 only. Obviously it is treating as 0 only. So now we are having 1. So it is showing the output as 1. So it is correct? So we should get the output 100. Can we get the output as 100 or any changes in the output here?
100 itself.
100 itself, right? So if it
100
means directly it is going to the second value over here. When it is less than 5, it is calculating 0 only. It is considering 0. When you are having greater than 5, if you are having greater than 5, the second value I'm changing like 6 here. So now what will be the output here? Second value is 6. 6 is greater than 5, right?
200.
Output will be 201. It is only 200. Your output will be only 200. It will not consider this first one also. Directly going to the second one. When it is less than 5, it will cancel it, it will calculate 0. When it is more than 5, 1 will be added to the before value over here. So 1 plus 1, obviously you're getting the output as 200 here, right? This example is clear, right? Any doubts in this?
Okay.
It is clear, right? So coming into the next one. So in the next one, we are calculating like it is a -3. Decimal place -3. So -3 means this is the third digit over here, right? So here in the third digit, it is more than 5. So obviously what happens here? According to our concept, it will add 1 to the before value. Before you don't have any value over here. So obviously what is the output for us here?
1000.
1000. It is 1000 over here, right? So can you observe it how we are getting the output here? Right?
Yep.
So coming into the next one. So where third digit, it is 1 over here. So how it will
0.
0 only, because we don't, it is less than 5. Obviously it is 0 only. So you'll get the output as 0 only.
0.
Right? Have you understood the concept here? How this round off is working?
Yeah, okay.
It is correct. It is clear, right? So if you want, you can use with the same example previously we used, right? With the this also we'll add, right? It is a round over here. So round, so where we are using the along for the invoice number, we are using this. So now what happens to the invoice amount over here? You can able to just see how it is considering this round of functionality. So when it is 10,022.4, it is less than 5. So obviously you're getting the output like 10,022 over here, right? It is 2000, same 2000 only. So coming into the third one, it is 22,707.68. It is greater than 5. After decimal place, it is greater than 5. Obviously, it is calculating like 2708. So coming into the fourth one, when it is less than 5, it is showing the same output here, right? Can able to see the same output here. Any doubts? It is clear, right? Using this round function. So next we are having the next function like it is the trunc over here. So trunc, it returns a truncated value over here. So it is used to remove the specified number of decimal places from the number here. So we use this trunc. So trunc, so it is going to work similar to the round off, but it will not check the condition here. It return a number with some digits truncated over here. Okay, we are having a syntax here like trunc, and next it is a number and a decimal places. Same syntax only for the round off and a trunc here. So when we are using this trunc 12.687, only for the number we are using. So what will be the output for us now? What type of output we will get here when we are using this trunc function? What type of output we will get? So trunc 12.678.
Only 12,
Well,
12.
it is 12. So even though you are having decimal places also, it is not adding. So you can able to see when you are using the round function, what happens there? When you are using the round function, if you are having decimal places more than 5, it will add you and it will give you the output like 13. But whereas in the trunc, what happens? Even if you are having decimal places more than 5, it is going to give you the output as 12 only. So coming into the next one. So select trunc 12.678, 2. So according to the syntax now, it is a number and the number of decimal places over here. So now how it will consider here now?
12.67?
12.67.
Yeah.
So 12.67 over here.
67.
So you can able to see in the round off, you are having one third digit like 8 also. It will adding when it is more than 5, it will add you and it will give you the output like 12.68 in round. Whereas in trunc, what happens here? Whatever the number you are given, from that number, whatever decimal places here. So it is considering less 12.67 only. So that you noticed, right? The difference between the trunc and the round off here.
Yeah.
Okay, you should observe the differences in between. So next we are using the round. So here it is. Select round 12.67 over here, 2. Again trunc 12.67, 2 over here. So now what will be the output for us here? We are using the round function and the trunc.
12.68.
Same thing only. You'll get the same output only.
Yeah.
No change here. If you want, you just
But-
add 8 here. There also I will add 8 here. So you can observe.
Same.
It is not same. It is differ. 12.68, 12.67. So when it is round, it is adding to the before value. When it is in trunc, it shows only the same value over here. It is 12.67. Right? So now coming where we are using with the 0 here. Suppose you are using with a 0 functionality over here. Okay, so trunc 123.4, trunc 123.45, 0, trunc 123.45, 1 here, again 123.45, 2 and 45, 123.45, 3. So what will be the output here for this?
123.4.
First one. What will be the
123.
123, second one? Okay, 123, second one. 123.45, 0 here given.
Yeah. 123.45.
123.45, okay. Third one,
123.4.
123.4, okay.
123.
123,
0.45.
45, okay. Third one,
123.450.
123.450, okay.
Yeah, and for
Second one only
it is
123.
Second
for
one,
123 itself. Only 123. 0 is there.
second
No?
one.
Yeah, for 123.45, 0, it is 123.
123, okay.
Yeah.
So what happens here? For the first one, 123. Again, for the second one, it is 123. Coming into the Fourth one, it is 1 over here where we got. So it is 123.4. Again, it is 123.45. So coming into the third one. So we don't have any values over here. It is not considering 0. So obviously, whatever you have mentioned there, according to that, it is calculating. It is giving you 123.45 here, right?
Okay.
Any doubt in this trunk? It is clear, right? So coming into the next example, so where we are using it with a minus. So now how it will consider the minus here? So previously in round off, when we're using this minus, it goes to the left side, right? So how it will consider now? What will be the output for the first set? 123.45, comma, minus 0.
Sorry, 123. It's
123. Okay. Next,
100.
100. Okay. Next,
First one 100. First one.
first one 100. Okay.
Maybe.
100. Second one. $123.45.
0.
Second one randomly. Second one it is 0. Third one. $123.45, comma, minus 2. How you consider 0 here, and can you even continue? If it is wrong, we can just execute, right? No issues. Okay, I'll execute this. You can just observe here. So what happens here?
123.
123. Next one, it is minus 1. So minus 1, how we mentioned like it is 0 here? How we understood like it is 100.
Second one minus 1 means 3 has become 0.
yeah, 123
5.
is less than 5, so that it next it is 120. So
Less than 5, so it give you the output as 120 over here. Same concept only. So again, for the third one, 123.45 minus 2 goes to the
it is
second
then-
one, less than 5, so 100.
yeah,
So when it is minus 3, so minus 3 it is less than 100. So obviously the same thing, 0 here. Again 4, we don't have the font digit over here. So obviously it is 0 here. When it is minus 0, what happens? It is giving you all the values that you should observe here. So when it is minus 0, it is giving you all the values. Even if you are going to have 4 also.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, it will show you the output. Just a second. You can able to see this, right? When it is minus 0, it will consider all the digits over here. So when you are adding one specific digit like minus 1 or minus 2, after the decimal places, whether it is less than 5, accordingly it will calculate here, right? Same concept only what we used in the round function over there. So any doubts in this? It's clear, right? Any doubts in this trunk over here? It's clear, right? So next we are having this ABS over here. So next we are having the ABS. That means it is going to, it gives the absolute value of the n over here. So if n is positive, it is positive. N it is negative, it converts to positive over here. Suppose you're giving one value. So this is a syntax here. So ABS is nothing but it is the absolute value over here or the positive value. It returns the positive value of the specified number here. So we are having the syntax like ABS number. So ABS minus 2, minus 12 or minus 2. So what happens in this case here? You are given the minus negative number over here. It will transfer to the positive. So while transferring, whether it will transfer, it will add one value to the particular digit. It will add one value or it will going to give you the output as 12 only. How it will consider now?
Same value, 12.
Minus 12, it is 12. So you'll be having a requirement. Wherever I having this minus, I want to convert into positive numbers. So where we use this absolute value, ABS. Okay, so this word you should mention. So select ABS minus 2, minus 12 from dual. So obviously you're getting the positive over here. So coming into the next example, ABS 10, again ABS minus 5, ABS 0, ABS null. So what type of output we will get here now?
10, 5, 0.
10, 5, 0, null. 10, 5, 0, null. Okay. So coming into we are taking from our employee table over here. Okay, we are taking two columns. First, we are taking for the e-name column over here. Next, we are taking another two columns like salary and commission over here. Okay, so under the salary and commission, where we are using ABS commission comma salary over here. So obviously, what happens when you're using commission comma salary? So it is a e-name, salary over here, commission. So salary, what first you mentioned commission. So commission minus salary over here. So 100 minus salary. So what happens in this case here? It is showing it is ABS. It is used to convert the negative into the positive. Obviously, you are having the positive value only. You will be having a doubt why we use this ABS in EMP table. So if you are having some positive values over there, sorry, negative values over there, I want to change it to positive. There we are using this ABS functionality here. So in this table, we are having only positive numbers over here. So obviously it shows us only the positive here, right? So any doubts in this? So how to use this ABS? So this is the using through the syntax over here. Like select the column names over here. So for which column we are using this ABS, according to that, we will get the output here, right? So ABS is nothing but the absolute value over here. So next we are having the sign over here. So next functionality, yes,
For ABS, if it is a decimal value,
ABS you want in the decimal value. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a second. In this, we are having decimal value, right? We just copy this. So where, how to use the ABS here? ABS, we have taken only one column, like a invoice underscore amount column over here. Okay, we just consider this same column over here. So where we are using multiple functionalities. In this set, we are adding ABS function. What happens with the ABS over here? When it is
same value, no?
same value. When it is minus only, it will consider to positive over here. When it is decimal value, it shows the same thing only. No changes will be there.
Okay.
Okay, in case if you in this table, if in case we are having some negative values into it, that time it changed to the positive over here. So you just check whether we are having this is invoice amount, right? We don't be having any negative values over here.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Got it right. So you do not make any
Yes.
changes in your decimal places over there. So you can also able to check. So this it is 12,130.49, same value only it will check. So suppose you are having like minus 12,130.49, it will convert into 12,130.49, right?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So next we are having next function like it is the sign over here. So sign, if n is positive, it gives 1. Okay. If n is negative, it gives -1. If n is 0, it gives 0 over here. That means return signs the sign of this specified number over here. If the number is positive, it is going to give you the output as 1. If your number is negative, it is going to give you the output as -1. If the number is 0, it is going to return you as 0 over here. So that is the functionality of this sign here. So coming into these signs, so where we are using like a select sign, the number over here, this is sign and the number, this is the syntax here. We are using it under our select clause here, select sign 2 into 9 from dual. So what happens in this case? Dual. What will be the first output here? It is
1.
2 into 9.
18 itself.
18. So
18.
for that 18, it is a positive number. So you told the answer directly. So 18. So 18, it is a positive number. So obviously you are getting the output as 1. It will you receive the output as 1 over here. So coming into the next one. 9
Minus
into
1.
minus 2. It is minus
-1.
minus 1. Directly it will show like minus 1. Next it is 8 minus 4 into 2.
Eight minus 8, 0.
0.
0.
It will return 0. Directly it will show. You will be having a doubt. You will means it will give us the calculation only. No, why it is not giving us a calculation here? We are using it under the sign over here. That is, when it is positive means it is going to give us 1. When it is negative means it is going to give us -1. When we don't have the value 0, it is going to return us 0 only. Right? So coming into the DMP table. So where we are selecting our salary column over here. So where we are using the sign salary over here. So obviously in our EMP table, we are having all the, what we are having? All the positive values only we are having. So obviously what happens to the salary column here? When I'm selecting salary column alone, along I'm using with my sign sal. What type of output will I get now? While
Display 1
everywhere
for
I
all.
get only 1 over here. You'll be having a doubt, right? Why it shows 1? That means the functionality of the sign, when it is having the positive number, it shows as the output as 1. So which column you selected? Not only the number. So we are having the syntax like a sign number. So where you can use under your column names over here. So under our EMP table, we are taking this particular column over here, like salary column over here, right? So next. So again, from our EMP table, we are taking the commission column along with the salary column over here. We're taking 2 columns here. Okay. So you just tell me output for the first one and we will execute. So select commission minus sal over here. Sign commission minus sal. So what type of output will I get for the first one? For the Smith. Commission minus sal. So commission minus sal means 100 minus 25,000 over here, right?
Minus 1.
-1.
Minus 1.
-1. So you'll get the output as. So you're getting the output as -1, right? Obviously. So if you want also, you can mention, I want who's near, for which particular employee it is. So where you are selecting the E name, commission minus salary over here. So Smith. So obviously the sign functionality. When it is minus, it is minus only, right? Any doubts in this? So sign function, we are using the sign function over here.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Can we use the absolute function for commission minus salary?
You want to use the commission minus, yeah, you want to use it ABS.
Yeah.
Okay. ABS I'm using. I'm selecting the commission column also and salary column also. Okay. So where we are using ABS along with the sign over here. So what happens here now?
Okay. First one.
So, or can you use this way? Can we use this way? What happens if I'm using the sign? One function I'm using. Again, I'm using inside one function like ABS. So what happens now in this case?
Will display 1, ma'am.
It will display 1 or -1. Already it is -1 only. Sign means whatever values we are getting from this commission column and the salary column over here. So obviously what happens here, according to that, it is going to, if you want, you add one more column also here, like before the sign, I will add like commission minus sal over here. Okay. So what happens here? How it is considering? First it is commission column, salary column. Okay, next you're using absolute where commission minus salary. So commission minus salary, you are getting the output like 24,900. Okay. Where we're using absolute value. So when it is negative, it converts to the positive over here. So directly it is converting positive. You can see the difference here. So when it is commission minus sal, obviously what happens here? It is minus 24,900 over here. So okay, I want to use. So what is the functionality of the sign here? When we are